Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about the newest Girl of Now flanker from Elie Saab. So I didn't even know, I could be totally late to the game with this one because I didn't even know that a new flanker had come out. I don't know how new it is. I'm gonna look it up really quickly and see when this came out because I just came across because I just found out that it had come out, and as soon as I did, I immediately ordered it because I love Girl of Now. I love the original Girl of Now. I've had every single flanker. I've decluttered the other two flankers just because I didn't love them as much as I love the original. I'm gonna tell you right up front that this is well, as much as I love this is a gorgeous fragrance. I will probably end up decluttering this one as well, just because this one is actually really, really close. I think they're all, except for Girl of Now Forever. That was the one that was the most different from the others. But this one, it's really, really similar. And, well, anyways, I'm just gonna get into it. So this is the box. Really, really beautiful box. I love the boxes. And this actually came out last year. It came out in 2022, so I am late to the game with this one. This one says, the charming spirit of the Girl of Now in a fragrance. A sparkling note of mandarin and black currant buds textured with solar frangipani and orange flowers, magnified by an addictive woody tonka bean accord. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hang on to this until at least the winter time because I've only tested this in the heat. I might end up really, really loving this one in the colder weather. This is what the bottle looks like though. It's it's exactly like the other bottle. The little things on top of this one though are they're a really pretty mint green rather than that kind of Tiffany blue of the original. So this is the original and this is lovely. I've got a big bottle of both. These are 3.4 ounce bottles. My original bottle is quite old. I've had this for years, 5-6 years now. So the liquid has darkened quite a bit, which I suspect this will do the same. I feel like I read that this has mint in it. Let me see. No. So on Fragrantica, it says that the notes are mint, pear, mandarin orange, rosemary, galbanum and black currant blossom, almond, orange blossom, frangipani, anise and rose, tonka bean, patchouli, amber, and ambroxan. So that is probably more accurate. It definitely is more complex than what is on the box. This is stunning. People on Fragrantica compare this to YSL Libre Intense. It does not smell like YSL Libre Intense. So, I mean, it's in the same kind of realm because it's like, you know, it's kind of a drippy orange blossom. But I think people just see, oh, it's orange blossom and tonka, so it must smell like YSL Libre because it's orange blossom and tonka. No, YSL Libre still has that beautiful lavender note in it, and this is not YSL Libre. Okay, so I'm gonna spray both of these on so I can tell you the similarities and the differences. I'm gonna spray Lovely on this arm and the original on this arm. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a good dousing of each. Yeah, I can smell the mint immediately. I mean, the mint is definitely very prominent. It definitely has mint in it. I also get the patchouli immediately, but it's a clear, crisp patchouli. It's not an earthy patchouli. It's not medicinal patchouli, and it's not a hippie patchouli at all. But when you first spray this, the most prominent note is mint. Okay, let me go ahead and go in with the original on this arm. So immediately with the original, it does not have that mint. You don't get the patchouli. The original is sweeter. There's a beautiful freshness to Lovely. They smell very, very different when you first spray them on. I was also going to tell you guys, I did a video a long time ago comparing this fragrance to Violet Blossom from Zara, because a lot of people were asking me, saying that they had heard that Violet Blossom from Zara smelled exactly like Elie Saab Girl of Now. And I was like, no, I have both of them and I've never really made that connection. No, they smell really similar. So if you don't want to buy Girl of Now, you just don't want to spend that kind of money, definitely get Violet Blossom from Zara. It smells almost identical to the original. So as they dry down, you definitely get the Orange Blossom in both of them. I am so sorry. As soon as I sit down to film, somebody is inevitably going to start doing yard work. It happens every time. So Lovely is definitely just it's so much lighter than the original. You get a lot of the mint. So you get this really beautiful kind of herbaceous quality. Some dude out in the road blowing grass clippings off the road. Yeah, you get this really beautiful, almost like herbaceousness to the Lovely. But as they both start to dry down, then a lot of the similarities come out. The Orange Blossom, the almond, the sweetness, the syrupy quality of both of them really start to come out. They're very different smelling. When they dry down, they're similar, but the Girl of Now Lovely it's much lighter. It's a much airier fragrance than the original. And this can definitely be worn in the heat. It's not nearly as heavy as the original, but you still get a lot of the same qualities of the original. So if you're somebody that the original was just too sweet or too heavy for you, this one might work for you because it's lighter, it's fresher smelling. The mint in this one is gorgeous. The mint and almond combination in Lovely is beautiful. The original, you really get more of the Orange Blossom and almond combination. I thought it had pistachio in it. It might have pistachio. This one has almond. I think the original, let me look up the original. I think the original is pistachio. Yes, the original does have, it has both pistachio and almond in it, but you really get the pistachio. It's like I don't know, there's something beautiful and sweet about the Orange Blossom pistachio combination in the original that you really don't get in the Lovely. But the first time I wore Lovely, I kept getting this, I kept thinking to myself, like, Lovely is the perfect name for this fragrance because it is lovely. Everything about it is just so pleasant. The patchouli is really beautiful. There is something called clearwood that is like a patchouli. It is a patchouli note, but they take out all of the earthiness and all of the medicinal qualities of the patchouli. So you're left with just a very crystal clear patchouli. You're left with just the scent of like pure patchouli, if that makes any sense. And I feel like that's more of what you get with the Girl of Now Lovely. It's more of like a very clear, like a clear wood rather than patchouli. It's so beautiful. This one to me is more perfumey than the original. I feel like it's one of those fragrances that will be a compliment getter because people tend to really love a clean floral patchouli fragrance, and that's how this translates on skin. It translates as a beautiful, clean, crisp, floral patchouli fragrance. It's gorgeous. With the mint and the almond is just beautiful. Do I think these are different enough to own both of them? I do. I feel like every single one of the flankers is different enough to own both of them. I think the two that are most like each other, or the one that smells the most like the original, is Girl of Now Shine. Girl of Now Shine, if I remember, smelled just like the original, but it had kind of a tropical flower twist. Like maybe it had, I can't remember if it had like gardenia or jasmine, or I'm pretty sure it had some tiare flower in it, if I remember correctly. That was the one that I felt like smelled the most like the original. I think this one smells enough like the original that it definitely is, you know, it's a flanker that has something to do with the pillar. It's not like so disconnected from the pillar that it's like totally its own fragrance, but at the same time it's different enough that I think if you're a Girl of Now lover, I think you would want both of them in your collection. They're just gorgeous fragrances, and yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give this one a really good wear test in the colder weather, and then I'll decide if I'm gonna keep it or not. I do love them both though. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up keeping it. There's something about the perfuminess of this one that I really, really love. It's such an easy to reach for. That's another thing. It's easier to wear than the original. Not that I feel like the original one is challenging at all, but I feel like this one's easier to reach for. And this is one that again can be worn any time of the year. And because of that, I think it's gonna just be an easier to reach for fragrance. I have worn this one twice. I did give this one a good full wear test twice. And both times I got a good 8 to 10 hours out of it. This one I got a good like 6 to 8 hours out of. It doesn't last quite as long as the original. The original is you're gonna get a good 8 to 12 hours out of this one. This I would say is somewhere between 6 and 8 hours, but leaning more towards the 8 hours. So maybe like 7 hours. It just lasted forever. It performs really, really well. I don't think that anybody would be disappointed by the performance of this fragrance. They just perform really, really well. I can't think of anything else that would be pertinent that you would really want to know. I love these bottles. I love everything about these fragrances. But yeah, that is the Elie Saab Girl of Now Lovely Flanker that I just realized had even come out. I picked mine up on, I haven't seen this anywhere. I haven't seen it on FragranceNet, or I don't even know where else you could get it. I picked mine up on, I found it on a third-party seller on the Walmart website was selling it, so that's where I found mine. It was like $65 for the big 3.4 ounce bottle. If I can find it, I'll try to find it and link it for you down below. But yeah, I hope that you all found this helpful and that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.